And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. You have, yes, you have a lot of StarCraft, a lot of esports to watch, but when you choose WCS, you are choosing correctly. Let's talk a little bit about this match coming up. If you take a look at that bracket, both Genius and MC had a pretty easy first round. Is that just a black screen?
No, it's the bracket.
Okay, it is. Okay, cool. For us, it's a black screen. Anyways, both these guys kind of made it look easier in that first round. Genius putting it down 3-0 in the PvP. MC taking on Targa. He did drop a map, I believe. It was 3-1. But both those series were pretty one-sided. Now they clash. What do you think, Apollo?
So let's talk a little bit about MC with his banter towards Genius. I think it started out as a bit of a fun remark before they even were close to meeting in WCS. And then I think when they were on the same side of the bracket, I think MC's thick skin, I think it may be more of... I think he may be a little bit nervous to go against Genius at the same time. I think it's not as clean-cut as it seems to be. I think he may be nervous because we've seen how well Genius has played, and I don't think it's as easy as MC has, publicly said it can be.
Yeah, MC kind of puts out that very strong exterior of confidence against anyone. I mean, I've said this before, but guys, he actually dressed as the Undertaker at a player selection and pointed at Flash and said, "You," while carrying a coffin. So this is a guy that exudes confidence. So maybe now is that time, like you said, that he starts to crack a little bit. Genius looked pretty damn invincible in the PvP prior. Let's talk a little bit about Genius. I'm going to be honest with you. A long time ago, I said that's the guy who's going to win. And so far, he's been kind of making mincemeat out of a lot of people. Of course, if he gets past MC, he's got MMA, who's been looking absolutely on fire. What do you like the chances of Genius for?
I think that if Genius beats MC, Genius could very well surprise MMA in the finals, because Genius has really come into this season as a player that everybody knows his name, but doesn't exactly know how he's going to play today or this weekend. So I think that he could surprise. I think that Genius may have a better chance against MMA than MC would, actually. MC's shown a little bit of weakness. He's kind of a little bit more predictable than Genius is. I think, yeah.
Okay, so it should be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a closer look at Genius.
민철이가 그 인터뷰 한 건 봤는데 일단 저는 좀 그런 식으로 하는 걸 좋아해서 그냥 웃어 넘겼고 그리고 8강에서는 그러니까 민철이도 잘하기 때문에 8강에서 안 만나도 올라가면 만나기 때문에 8강에서 안 붙었으면 좋겠어요. 다 보고 있는데 일단 WCS 끝나고 알아볼 생각이에요. Hey teams, I am free agent.
Kind of hitting on both those big talking points with Genius. I like that a lot. He's like, yeah, I saw an interview. I know who he is. So I just laughed. Taking it in stride, but also putting it out there that he is a free agent. And this is a guy that is already in that top 4. He's already going to Toronto. So teams, get out those checkbooks. He's available.
He really reminds me a lot of Duck last season, who just kind of came in. He didn't really struggle too much in the online period of the round of 32 like Duck, but it's a very similar story when he hit the round of 16, just kind of dominating. And that's what Duck did last season. But I think that MC is really hungry for a second final, and to be honest, hungry for the final and win itself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the other storyline we talk about with MC a lot. This is a guy, and I saw this tweeted. I don't know. I already started off with, we all know where this could go, but someone had said that if MC did win this WCS, he'd be the first player in StarCraft 2 to go over $400,000 in winnings. So again, check your facts. I could be right or wrong, but he's actually around there at least.
I think if he hits the final, he's over 400,000. Yeah. Just the final. If he wins it, he's over that by a margin.
A little bit of history in the making, potentially. Let's take a closer look at MC now.
So MC has, besides sitting in front of the computer, he actually loves soccer or football. So there's like a group of players here. So I took him with me and stuff, and he was like really happy. And was like, yeah, let's go, and it's gonna be a lot of fun and stuff. So we went there, and MC, sadly, but he plays horrible. So we played the first time and stuff, and people were like already like, who's that dude and stuff. The second time he played as well and stuff. He actually got better, like so. After the second time, actually, there were like a few people coming to me and telling me, hey, you know what? I think it's better if MC is not coming anymore. when I got the message, I was kind of feeling bad because MC was always really, really happy when we went to play football and stuff. But then when I told him, hey, you know what, you can't play anymore. Then first of all, I didn't tell him that other people don't want him to play. And he was like, okay, why? And he was like, sad and stuff. I just told him, I don't go, that's why you can't go either. Then after I told him, you know what, you can't go because you're just too bad. And he was like, what the
MC, Minsik, those guys, that's a duo that I could watch for hours. Of course, that's his manager. Minsik's been around for a long time. He's a hilarious, awesome guy. Talking about MC there. So let's break down this match a little bit. All right, let's forget about MMA for a second. That's exciting. We know he's in the finals. Genius, MC, I'm going to put you on the line. You tell me who's favored and why. Who's your pick?
For me personally, it may not be everyone's, but I really think that MC is going to do it. I think Genius can definitely surprise, but MC, I feel, has the hunger now. Something that he used to have and made him the person he was, and the reason why we know the name Jang Min Chul. And I really think that drive is back. And I believe that that drive will push him to win this victory.
I think this is one of, you know, we've talked a lot about what's been the most exciting match, which one has the last foreigner type storyline, that kind of thing. This one for me, I feel like almost on paper, it's one of the closest ones. MC has won and come close to winning major titles off of his PvP and in the PvP matchup. I can think of way back when he faced White Rock, and think of way back when he played Seed, I believe, at the end of a GSL. He's done a lot with PvP. Here he is once again, kind of the rejuvenated MC, the guy that in the video prior to this one talked about how he kind of lost motivation for a while there, but then came back. Can he do it? Or can Genius just kind of continue to plow? Because, man, his 3-0 yesterday of Duck Duck, who then beat Stardust, the other great Protoss here, was really impressive.
I mean, Duck Duck played just now, and we saw him how well he was in PvP, but MC truly believes that the final last season should have been his victory. He realizes that he made a wrong decision. If he made the right one, he would have won it all. So he believes that, and he still believes it to this day. And I think he's going to go into this game 100% committed, 100% ready for the win.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this should be a great PvP match. Let's go ahead and throw it to the commentary team. It is Grubby and Kalaris.
Thanks very much, guys. All right, the semi-final number 2 on the way here between two amazingly cool Protoss. It's going to be MC versus Genius.
Yeah, and speaking about MC, almost could have won Season 2 if he had made a different decision. I still remember what MC said about Season 1. He said, yeah, MVP won, but if I'm in Season 1, maybe I win. So actually, MC should have won Season 1, Season 2, and now maybe Season 3 too.
Maybe. But first, he has to go through an absolute bulldozer of an all-round package in the form of Genius, who decides, I'll 3-0 the previous champion, I'll 2-0 4GG before that, I'll 2-0 Nurture before that. He is the quintessential all-around the package here that just came kind of out of nowhere in Season 3 and is currently dominating.
I think he only lost one map this season, is it?
Yes, in the round of 32, was it?
Who was that against?
Was it to you by chance?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
We got you in there somehow, well done.
Okay, but here I am.
No.
And there he is, all right.
Something went drastically wrong down the road.
Anyway, he won almost everything flawlessly.
Yes, almost.
Almost everything.
Well,
Legulac predicts a 3-2 win for Genius over MC.
I think this could be a tough one for MC. I really do.
Yeah.
MC did fall.
Oh, it's a tough handshake already. Damn.
Well, I suppose we should tell you that these guys, there's something between them in this season.
Really?
There certainly is.
What is it?
Well, as MC advanced from the round of 32 in his interview afterwards, he decided to say that Genius was basically dumb. And he would like to have played Genius at some point down the line. And here we are. They've exchanged a few words over the couple of rounds as well. So MC saying that Genius is stupid. He have to change his name. And
if
then
he loses.
Yeah. And then he will take on the mantle of Genius. But I would say MC's a pretty clever guy already.
Yeah. He first took the name allegedly because he thought that you need to be a genius to play StarCraft, and now he thinks he has a little bit of genius. And who can say that he's wrong really, except maybe MC?
No.
But I have to prove it. Gotta put his money where his mouth is at.
Now again, the win ratios here over a small number of games, so can't read too much into them. Once we have more on Genius, we will be able to fully delve into exactly what he can do. But his last 3 series have certainly shone through. Again, 3-0 Duck Duck, 2-0 for GG, 2-0 Nurture.
And that's 3 different matchups.
That is very strong.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard to be good at all 3 matchups at the same time. It's easy to sometimes over-concentrate on one matchup. Maybe it's your favorite matchup, or it's the one you prefer playing the most. I think a lot of people online and here in the studio know what I'm talking about. One good matchup, 2 good matchup, 1 Proxy Templar Archives.
And you're away with the Mass Void Ray strat. That didn't get spotted. That was an interesting game, gotta say.
And it was on Frost. And it almost seemed like Genius had no right to win that. But
yeah, it was strange.
Some smart positioning and the good timing. Those are the kind of games that are really hard to understand for me. That one, along with MC's game against Thorzen on Akelon.
Oh yeah, the 14-minute one-baser.
Proxy double Oracle into 2 Void Rays into a 15-minute Blink, all from one base.
It was very strange.
130 supply from one base.
It was an odd one. It was certainly an odd one, but it was fun to cast as well at the same time. I was like,
it was fun to listen to you guys.
When's he going to attack? Is he going to attack? Is this ever going to end? What's going on?
He is never going to attack.
No, he's just not. But I think what we could take away from that series at least, or that particular game, is that MC carries with him some of the best decision making out of any pro gamer in StarCraft 2. Being able to recover from a situation like that, you're on one base, your opponent's kind of on 2 bases, but then sniping out supply depots, supply blocking him, finding those angles, that's something that MC does really, really well.
Yeah, never overstretching, not saying like, well, I'm on 1 base against 2, gotta go. Who said the tipping point is 27 Stalkers after using 8 minutes of air harass? It's really quite unintuitive for most people. But apparently, intuitions for MC include that kind of weird, erratic behavior.
Well, he's certainly going to need a lot of good decision-making here against a player like Genius, who so easily dispatched of Duck Duck 3-0 in that PvP. Admittedly, Genius had a little bit of luck on his side with some of the things that happened in that, but it was still very strong play from him, as of course we have MC here. That gold 100% Terran used to be that good, and then until Thorzen came along in the round of 16 and kind of shattered that a little bit. But that is based on a bit more higher numbers. And then we go over to the Protoss side of things, where he actually had to play a lot of Protoss in Season 2, namely in the final as well.
Yeah, so MC, statistically speaking, is exactly a coin flip in PvP. 50%.
Yes, he is.
Which is really not very useful info, is it?
It's, well, arguably how some people view the matchup. So it's pretty apt in the end.
Now, Duck Duck 3-0'd Stardust. Genius 3-0 Duck Duck. Does MC 3-0 Genius?
That would be the weirdest.
And if he did, does that mean he's 9-0 against Stardust? No, it doesn't.
No.
Anyway, it's been really one-sided PvP so far, and this might be the first really close one. Might be.
It may be. We shall see. We're actually loading up into the first game here between MC and Genius. Friendly banter has gone on between them through the entire season long, and now we get on to the first game to see who advances on to play against MMA in the grand final. Let's jump into Belshir Vestige as we have, spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner, our red Protoss, representing SK as well as Korea. Ladies and gents, give it up for MC. Crown favorites. And, well, we'll do the introductions first as we have spawning up to the top left-hand corner, our blue Protoss representing Korea. Give it up for Genius.
And in the middle position on Belshir Vestige, having 1 pylon representing the Protoss race of Genius. 1 probe and a pylon.
Hey, cheers. And even a gateway.
And the gateway represents Zealots or Stalkers coming soon. So, okay, he starts to produce probes again. That means that he's going to build an assimilator on 12 supply, I think, and then add a second gateway, and then add a cybernetics core. Now, we don't want to ruin the surprise here too much. MC is scouting all the obvious locations, the usual suspects, but not here.
This one is not obvious.
Evidently in plain sight,
Yeah.
but not obvious. So once the first gateway finishes, he'll make a cybernetic score. He doesn't make any more probes from now on, stays on 12 probes. After the core, make a zealot, and then exactly when the cyber core finishes, you've got 2 gateways ready to start 2 stalkers. You double chrono boost them, and that's a 1 zealot and 2 stalker attack.
And in the hands of a player like Genius, who has already shown fantastic micro during this tournament. That's scary. But MC, in turn, has good micro as well. Tweet here from our previous Miles Vortex. He was satisfied with his performance against MMA, and he valiantly fought that one out.
Yeah, he deserves better than a 3-0, but yeah, that's what happened. Very strong player. So, suddenly...
Hello. Well, what do you do from here as MC?
Now, he hasn't started his zealot yet, and it looks like he's not going to. He makes a second gateway, and that means that he'll try to get out some stalkers. Maybe start a mothership core immediately upon finishing of this core. There we go. Stalker coming out. Mothership core probably follows.
Zealot's going to come into the mineral line here, maybe. Or actually start working... No. Start working on the gateway. It's kind of ambitious.
Yeah.
So straight to the mineral line with you, Zealot. Get on with what you're supposed to do. Good position there with that Zealot to the mineral line to just kind of stop those probes from surrounding. That's a lot of units so quickly.
And this one stalker of MC is coming out right in the crossfire of these stalkers.
Oh, takes a lot of damage. Even the Zealot was able to get a whack off, but that mothership core pushes it back with the probes. MC doing a good job of pulling those probes at exactly the right time.
Now this kind of rush is all about killing the red units. He has to kill the units. Probes doesn't matter as much. He's 7 probes behind. He has to kill the stalker and the mothership core. If the mothership core survives, that's a photon overcharge, game over. So that's Genius's objective here. 2 more stalkers coming out. He will have 4 stalkers against 3 and the zealot. Mothership core is going down. Oh, I thought he should have kind of chased it.
Genius was able to keep the Zealot alive. That's a bit annoying here at this point. One of the Stalkers does end up dying. One also Stalker dies. The second one goes down for Genius, but he loses the Mothership core. And importantly, he went down for Time Warp and no Photon Overcharge anytime soon.
So the Time Warp can be good, but you have to use it to kill the opponent's units. He's not using any probes now. As it looks like right now, they'll both produce from 2 gateways.
Ah, the Stalker, run away!
Wow. He saved that Zealot too, all along.
It's not died. The Immortal Zealot.
Soon, Genius will have 5 Stalkers and a Zealot. MC has 3 Stalkers and a Zealot.
This is a good hold so far, I feel.
So far, yes.
But that's now 4 Stalkers. 4 Stalkers against 3 Stalkers can sometimes be a bit annoying. That Zealot's still alive. Did a lot of damage to that initial one. It does end up dying, but these 3 Stalkers are a little bit healthier. Close engagement here. But Genius slowly winning out. The probe's going to come off the line for MC to defeat that again.
Yeah, MC's still 7 probes ahead, so time is his friend.
Yeah. Not only that, but reinforcement distance is his friend as well, just by a small portion, but then he has that high ground advantage, and Genius's window is slowly, quickly closing.
Yeah, it's evaporating their chance to win this. He's not resuming pro production, and MC is, so MC thinks this attack is over, and I can't really blame him for that. I think that we can call this a successful hold already, kinda.
Impressive play by MC here, scouting this a little bit later, but then having the necessary responses in place. I mean, his second gateway, it looks as if he was going for a 3 Stalker play, so that second gateway came into use very, very handily, and he's forcing him all the way back.
I don't think he needs to move down here. You get the first hit in when you are on the higher ground. That's a big advantage. First hit, the opponent doesn't see you yet. If he stays there, there's nothing that can go wrong for MC. And I really like MC's decision-making here. 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker all the time.
And, well, he comes down here, tries to kill off a few of these Stalkers. Well played. Those Zealots also going to work on those Stalkers as well for MC. This is too much damage for Genius to deal with. And he was supply blocked even before this as well, so it's really not looking for good for Genius here.
Well, that's been taken care of.
Yeah, that certainly has.
No more supply block when you don't have any units.
Oh, that pylon.
Losing a lot of them.
Oh, that pylon. Oh. Well, these 2 Stalkers are going to keep the other ones at bay while those 2 Zealots start to work away at that pylon. And that is pretty much going to be it for Genius. GG. Game number 1 goes to MC.
And here I am always trying to convince people that PvP, it's not a coin flip, it's not all cheesy. It's a really well-developed matchup.
They're not doing anything for that, are they? Sorry, man.
No. The last 4 games of PvP today was all cheese.
And, well, if it wins you a game, it wins you a game. But unfortunately for Genius there, it didn't. So
cheese 0, macro 4. That's the score today.
Yeah, it is. Cheese isn't doing so well. You'd think these guys would learn. No, apparently.
It doesn't work like that, of course.
No.
It can be used as a mental advantage, opening up like this. Maybe he wants to let MC think that he's really not very confident about the matchup. Cheese is like this, and then boom, the pain train turns it on.
The pain train, and Genius can bring that. We've seen it already throughout this tournament. So, game number 2 will be on Aklon Wastes. There is an opportunity for a longer game, but at the same time, there's all the opportunity for just a short games.
I'll be so surprised if Genius goes for a proxy Stargate or some such now. Like, I'm just gonna cheese.
That
all
sounded
games.
so sarcastic.
No, really, I'll be very surprised.
Oh, okay. All right, well, now we'll get into game number 2 here in just a second. And MC, if he took anything less than a victory in this entire tournament home with him, there's going to be disappointment for MC. He's here to win it all.
He's used to winning, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's been in that situation so many times, especially abroad, but also in Korea, that second places feel like, I mean, a lot of people here, they'd be thrilled to have a second place, but not MC, I don't think.
No, especially not after the second place at Season 2.
Yeah.
That would, it's like, well, I got that already. If I get that again, it's like,
Yeah, it's like a collection. Well, I already got one of those.
yeah.
For Genius, though, it's been a long time since he won, so he almost maybe forgot what it feels like, and he would love to have that feeling again.
Oh yeah, certainly would. He's a winner at heart, but just haven't been able to seal it out at the very end. Now, game number 2 here. Will he be able to tie the series up against the boss toss himself, Mr. SKMC, as we have, spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner, our red Protoss, representing SK Gaming as well as Korea. Give it up for MC. And up to the top left-hand corner as our blue Protoss representing Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Genius.
Now, really the exciting moment comes here when we see what paths they are choosing.
But this is already a difference.
This, yes. This pylon's in the wrong base. It's supposed to be in the middle of the map.
Oh well.
What could he be planning?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make a gateway in his own base this game.
Yeah, seems like that'll be the case.
And then we'll see, Really didn't think Genius will go for a strategy like that in the first game. MC scouting for proxies, skipping the dark spot at the bottom left of his main. He's like, not again. Or not there. I don't know why he doesn't check that yet.
Yeah, it's quite strange. He didn't even check the whole back of that mineral line, actually.
Yeah, but he would have seen the gateway popping out, I think. Actually, no. It's like kind of like a half-hearted scout. It's like, I'm supposed to do this, I want to stick with my habits, but I don't really believe you're doing it.
Yeah. It looks pretty comfortable, actually, there. Now that I look at that. But there, we have the 2 gases on the way for both players, so very, very similar builds here.
If you look at the minerals for both players, it's slightly ahead for Genius after they spend equal stuff, like 25 minerals difference, because MC's probe was walking around for like 25 seconds.
Yep.
That's the price you pay for safety against proxies.
Whereas Genius actually, by the looks of things, doesn't care about proxies. So he's just getting on with his own game. Hasn't checked the top right. Hasn't checked his opponent's base just yet. He may go over there eventually. Now only just checking for proxies. And even that was kind of half-hearted.
Yeah, and it's so late. It's almost like a symbolic checking. It's like it doesn't really.
It's tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition. We Protoss have been doing this for ages. We have seen so many worlds.
Seen so many proxy gates.
Yeah. Yeah, that is actually very true.
All right, well, second gateway gets added on for both as well, so they're looking to go up to extra stalkers. But at the same time, you can also get the sentry out initially as well to just go into that more macro-focused play, because obviously Hallucinate Phoenix is very useful eventually.
Yes, yes. But usually you're forced to use it in a force field earlier on. When the opponent does pressure. Now, when you're both going for Stalker and double gate like this, I feel like it's kind of a fencing match. You're kind of feeling each other out in the middle, trading blows, but you don't really want to commit right away. You first kind of want to see, is the opponent on 2 gates or on 3 gates? Oftentimes you see 3 Stalkers meet somewhere in the middle of the map, some probes posturing around, trying to put up pylons, and just trying to figure out what the opponent's really doing.
Yeah, you've got to parry and riposte with that foil, man. You've got to parry and riposte.
Yes, sir. You're English. You should know about these things.
Well, I actually do fencing.
Oh, you do fencing.
Yeah.
There you go. Parry and
back when I was
riposte.
in England. That was such a fail. But
Okay.
anyway.
Genius. Twilight Council loves to open with Twilight Council. Now, for Genius, they can mean anything. He's opened Blink. He's opened Dark Templars from a Twilight. And sometimes, when the opponent scouts it, he doesn't use it at all. Just throws up a Robo and a Nexus. And he doesn't even use it for the next how many minutes. So that's a standard opening for him. Twilight Council. But with the third gate coming, I'm feeling Blink.
Blink? I think I'm going to go Dark Shrine just for the hell of it, because Genius, he enjoys that sometimes, but he sees the Nexus. This is a good little indicator here for Genius to do what he wants to, and that's actually really far. He needs to get out of there. There we go. Ugh.
Wow.
Did you see those sentry beams? Did
Yes,
you see them?
I saw. It was
Stretched
beautiful.
all across the map.
Almost like the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, it was lovely.
All right. Now, Blink, Robo,
No.
and the 3 gates.
Meanwhile, we have Robo go down for MC behind his
But
Nexus.
with a Nexus instead of Blink.
Yes.
So he has Photon Overcharge, Genius will have Blink. Who wins?
I think that MC will eventually prevail.
Okay. I didn't mean it like I meant in a very direct
Oh.
Photon versus Blink fashion. Because of course Genius, he can Blink into the main base.
Yes,
Now he's
he
not
can.
committing too heavily to this. He's making his own Nexus. So Blink will be a tool to obtain advantage and not a ploy to outright win a match. And I like it much better that way because just going Blink all in with a Robo is way too safe against someone who's doing Robo expand. Like, you can't get enough units to bring about to bear upon your opponent. So this is a wise choice. It's safer. Now we see the flickering lights on the Twilight Council that shows you that there is researching going on. I can only assume that MC was paying attention to that.
Definitely. Won't end up seeing the Forge. This Forge is a little, quicker here for Genius. So that's going to allow him to get those upgrades going. He's going to play out a much longer game here by the looks of things. But we have seen Genius try and use just big gateway timings off the back of 2 Nexi as well. So all of these things are available to him, especially if he has an upgrade advantage in the form of like Blink or something.
Yeah. Now, one thing that MC does, which sets him apart from almost every other PvP player, is that he very often gets mid-game Blink.
Yes.
Normally, you get Blink early, or you don't get it at all, or you get it very, very, very late. But somewhere around the 8 to 10 minute mark, usually only MC gets Blink in that case. And he just made a Twilight Council. Now I'm curious to see, is he going to do that thing again where he gets Blink and then gets a third off the back of that and adds Colossi or Immortals and Archons? And so far it looks like he does. Late Blink to match his opponent's Blink, and then probably into a third.
We always see Blink from MC, man. He loves that Blink. He really does. And, this has been spotted by Genius as well. So Genius confirming what his opponent's up to. He throws down a Robo Bay off this as well. And, he knows that Observer's there. He's trying to hunt it down.
I was going to leave that Observer there the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's not
Maybe.
maybe. Unless it somehow sneaks out.
It's not safe to go out there.
It really isn't. With MC Stalkers jumping around, especially when they have Blink eventually, so...
So the possibilities in StarCraft 2, of course, they're infinite, but they're really in this specific case, they're also still very wide open. Because MC, he could take a third with Blink, or he can go for a lot of gateways and do some kind of Blink Immortal all-in. And we've seen him do that, actually. I think it was against Wellmu last season, where he just adds Immortals and goes Blink and attacks. That was a funny little move out by Genius with a Colossus already. This is so advanced. Genius makes it look like a 5-gate, 1 Colossus all-in.
Yeah.
But now MC knows it wasn't, because he scouted everything with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
A Forge does not feature into it. Gases at the natural does not feature into that. So, momentarily maybe he was a bit like, huh? That's weird.
It's a little ambitious there from Genius.
Wow, 8 gateways from MC. It's going to be that mass Blink type of thing that he did against Wellmu, I
and
believe.
it's so strong. How many He has 4 Immortals to 1.
Very strong. You can Blink and kill off a single or 2 Colossi easily with the amount of Stalkers. Yeah.
Because you just have so many units. You just have so many. And he's at 41 probes. He's not producing any more against his opponent's 50.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he doesn't have one of his gases. He's got only 3 gas. He doesn't have a Forge. Doesn't mind to get no upgrades.
Wait. I think this hallucinated Phoenix must have seen that there was lack of fourth gas over here.
Yes.
So he definitely must have seen that with a hallucinated Phoenix that was just right next to it. And, well, MC must know, sorry, Genius must know that something's got to be up. There's the blink. 4 Stalkers is the magic number here to kill off probes in one volley. So very nicely done here so far.
Oh my god, he's getting pulled out of position. Photon Overcharge should be enough, and he realizes that, quickly brings his army back down again. MC trying to pull Genius out of position. A lot of good players always try to do this.
Oh, it's 16 Stalkers and 4 Immortals. 18 Stalkers, and there's only 6 Stalkers for himself, but he does have a little bit of a Zealot advantage. So they're going to blink on and take a lot of damage themselves, but if that Colossus falls, if the Immortals end up going next, this could be scary for Genius.
This is a massive offensive gambit by MC. Time Warp going down on the Colossus.
A great Time Warp here, slowing down these units that are so important. Focuses down one of the Immortals at the back as well. Just blinking straight onto this. What is he going to be able to focus down? Another Immortal is there, ripping apart a lot of these Stalkers. Genius takes the supply advantage.
So far he does, and he's trying to move outside of the Time Warp. Colossus still alive, doing tons of damage. But MC's army is really strong here, very durable, and only 1 Immortal left for Genius.
Those 4 Immortals doing absolute work there for MC. 51 army supply against 33. Blinks forward, wants to kill off the Immortal, wants to kill off the Colossi. Can he get to them? The force field hold it back for just a second. He's doing a lot of damage from behind those. He's actually evening up the army supply. It's 33 now to 37.
Wow, this is a really good hold for Genius. Every time I think that he can't hold anymore, and he goes on to do it. Now his second attack upgrade finishes.
Oh, that's a big deal, being 2 attack upgrades up against 0.
Wow, those 2 force fields just now as he was trying to go for the Colossi, that was really huge, but there's still a big standing army for MC. He's trying to pull him out of position and takes down the Colossus in 2 shots.
Oh, it goes down there. The force fields actually push a few of those Stalkers straight forwards towards it, but they would have lost them anyway. 2 Immortals now for Genius trying to do work as well. And trying to get Colossus so close. He needs to get it. He finds it. He gets the one last shot in. It dies. And these Immortals here for MC trying to push forward, but a few Zealots for Genius might just be able to push this for a second.
More Stalkers coming in. They have great micro potential in big fights or small. He blinks in, takes down the Zealots, and there's almost only probes left for Genius. What a great attack by MC. Killer instinct here.
25 army supply against 5. He blinks forward, killing off the remaining Immortal that's there. And MC is looking to camp these production facilities, camp that robot facility. When you come out, Colossus, you've got no chance in hell. GG, MC takes it 2-0.
My dear. Wow. That's not an easy attack to make work.
Not at all. Those blinks forwards to kill off those Colossi. And there was one last shot on that last Colossus.
Yes, and he got it from the low ground.
Exactly.
Just in the edge of that low ground.
It was like running away. It's like slow motion.
No. Yes.
Oh, so close.
Wow.
What a game. MC showing that he's pretty strong in this matchup still. And, well, now Genius faces a tough road. Wow. 3 games need to be recuperated for him to advance onto the finals.
We can't have only 3 zeros in PvP, can we?
Cast a curse, man. You've learned this tough over the past week or so.
Dot. So, I think there's going to be some people, and they're going to go on the ladder, and they're like, yeah, mass blink Stalkers against a beautiful defensive army composition of the opponent. Immortal, Colossus, Zealot, Sentry. And they're going to blink in, and they're like, wait a minute. This doesn't work as well as when MC does it.
Nothing works as well as when MC does it, man.
I'm just trying to visualize, like, myself blinking Stalkers into the opponent's army like that, and then it's like, oh my god, they got force fielded in, Zealots ripping them to shreds, Immortals taking them down.
It's just like, you actually don't micro, you just freeze. It's like, just watching the battle like...
like a deer in the headlights, like, no.
Why did I blink?
Wow.
Oh dear.
Very, very nice play. 2-0, I can't believe it. Game 3 now, Yonsu. Are we going to see the vaunted cannon rush again from Genius?
It could happen.
Or is MC going to do it this time?
Could happen. Let's get on to game number 3, guys, as we load up onto Yonsu to find out if MC can go for the clean 3-0 sweep, or if we see Genius try and pull it back here. Spawning up to the top right-hand corner, our red Protoss, looking for his 2nd consecutive grand final in WCS Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for SKMC. And down to the bottom left-hand corner are Blue Protoss, looking to try and bring this back. He's 2 games down. He needs your cheers. Give it up for Genius. MC's pylon.
MC's pylon, yeah. He wants to see those cannon rush locations.
Yep, certainly does. Well, we might give him a little bit of a heads up, but
It's not a cannon rush this time.
no, it's not. Genius putting, if he were to put that on the line in the third game.
Is MC cannoning?
Oh, he might be. Hey!
Okay.
All right, well,
Or is MC going to do it this time? He said.
your caster curse man. Oh, what? Hey!
Hello.
Hi, Probe. He's like, hi, from below ground.
Now, it's time to prove. If you see this about as early as you can see, as Genius did,
Yeah.
can you stop it? Wait a minute.
Where's
You're
it
going the wrong way.
No, back.
No, that's the other pylon in MC's base, but there's another one near your base. What are you doing? What is he going to do? Is he going to build a proxy gateway here? Or is he going to expand here?
What is... my brain.
Genius is expanding to here, maybe?
I guess so. I guess he just mines and, like... I think...
Wait. This is a second pylon.
What the...
How about he makes a proxy void ray?
Grubby, help me.
Proxy void ray.
Proxy Void Ray? Ooh, Proxy Void Ray. Ooh. If he does that, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We're back to good old Genius.
It's not the most evident response to a cannon rush.
The thing is that MC, he's not dumb. As much as they've bantered with one another and they think each other's dumb, he sees this and he's like, my opponent isn't responding at all.
But he can't
What's-
guess it's a proxy void ray.
But he has to think something's going on, right?
And it's Genius.
I'm impressed that you called this, actually. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Oh, it could be Phoenixes. No, I don't think so.
Let's not ruin it. Okay, so he has to assume something else is going on, right? Surely. Surely. No?
I'm not so sure.
Well, that was... he underpowers that, and now
It's
he's going to
funny that he chrono boosted the gate. I don't really think he needed or wanted it to get up anyway, because if the Stalker finished, he wouldn't have enough money for a Void Ray. Look at his resources.
Yeah. And
He wanted it to cancel. Now he's going to make a Void Ray, then he's just going to get enough minerals and make a Nexus there. One Void Ray will kill anything that MC has in his main base, and then...
Because he started his gateway, right? Yeah, sure. And the same next course going. But, like, whatever comes out for MC at home is not going to work. Oh, hello.
But he can't expand.
Ooh, no, he cannot.
One Void Ray has to kill 5 cannons by himself.
This one Void Ray, guys, is got to do a lot of work.
And he can't chrono boost the Stargate anymore.
Can't chrono boost it. He's like, oh, he's going to get revealed.
Now, for the first time ever, Genius sees how long it takes to build a unit without chrono boost.
Yes.
He now knows how the other races feel.
It's like, oh, this is taking so long. Oh,
Yeah.
I need this. Okay, he knows. He knows that that's, he throws down cannons.
But prismatic alignment goes on. Cannon goes down in no time.
Bye-bye cannon. Stalker will go bye-bye. Mothership core will die.
Will die.
Bye-die. Bye-bye.
Die.
And the pylon, he might even not get the Stalker out in time.
It's a Void Ray.
What's happening?
Probe rush.
What's happening? Oh, well, okay. You know, this could work for Genius.
Could be a draw.
It could be a troll.
It could be a draw.
Could be a draw. No, I
Time
think...
warp. Time warp.
Time warp.
He's gonna time warp propified.
You need to slow down, probes. We need to get you. He can't actually build that much more. I guess he goes over there and tries to build more cannons around a pylon to make sure that the Void Ray can't kill
Oh yeah.
the pylons.
But he doesn't have enough resources. Wait, the second Stalker.
Run away.
Wait, he saved his Mothership Core. Is Genius getting blindsided here? Is he forgetting that there's still a Mothership Core?
Did he actually not chase it down?
Yeah.
Oh.
You need to.
Yeah, because
You
once that
absolutely
Photon
need to.
Overcharge comes along...
Then he can bring back his probes. And he's already bringing them back because he feels like Genius is forgetting about this.
What on earth is happening, Grubby? He's now going to work on the Nexus, but the Photon Overcharge is 5 seconds away.
But he can take down the Nexus, I think.
Yeah, he could. He needs to turn on it and kill it.
Da-da-da.
The probes to the fight.
Probe
MC,
versus probe.
It's probes versus probes. Mortal combat has ensued. Photon Overcharge goes down as well as the Time Warp, slowing down the probes. And they have to retreat away from the Photon Overcharge. This is weird.
This is very weird. He's gonna build another pylon there.
He might have done this.
Wait, one Stalker will come out. He
Yeah.
has a minute here, so he can finish the Stalker,
does have a
start a
minute.
second one, make 2 cannons, or 1. Okay, 1 cannon. He's gonna want to make a second one.
I honestly didn't think this deck could get any weirder after some of the games we've seen, and then we're here. I guess he just goes when the photon overcharge has dissipated.
Yes. Yes, he needs to. And he has a lot of buffering.
It's gone!
It's gone! It's gone! The
Go!
cannon is not finished!
Get the Stalkers, get anything! Actually, he still doesn't have that much anti-air, so the
Yeah.
Stalker's gonna die.
Void Ray still reigns supreme.
Void Ray is king.
Oh no, the cannon finished! Oh, if the Void Ray dies! If the Void Ray dies! No!
Run away! I think he could have killed
Yeah,
the
he could have killed it.
He could have killed it, but then there would have been a Stalker popping. The Stalker's gonna pop!
Oh
The
my God.
Stalker!
Oh my god.
Stalker for great victory! For great victory!
Oh.
Get it!
Oh.
Get it!
My word. What's happening? Second Stalker's coming. He could
It's
have got the
done.
cannon. He could
He
have got the
could've.
cannon. And after he got it, he
Sat
probably
there.
could have got the Stalker.
He could have, but he retreated out. He took a lot of damage. He still would have taken a lot of damage from that cannon getting it. But I think he's done it.
Yeah, how can...
I think he's done it.
Wow. MC really,
Unless,
really deserves this one.
of all the ways for Genius to end up being eliminated, it's off the back of a proxy Void Ray after a weird cannon rush.
4 friends are together. 2 probes, a Mothership Core, and a Void Ray. Can they make it happen?
The Fellowship
Wow.
of the Void Ray. And Stalker, actually. Whoa!
What's How many hits can the Void Ray take? Just 1?
He can run away, and he can recharge his shields. Oh, there's another Stalker, though. There's another Stalker. MC. He kills off the Mothership Core. And now Void Ray, it's all on you.
It's very fitting that Genius's last unit in the tournament is a Void Ray.
GG! We end with the Void Ray, it so is. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. SKMC is able to advance on to the grand final for a second time here in the WCS Europe.
Wow. And we have a rematch of the semi-finals of last season,
We do.
where MC actually knocked out MMA with a 3-1 score.
Oh, and the final that that could have quite easily been a final.
If the bracket was different,
If the bracket was different, it could have happened.
could have been the final, indeed.
But now we get to see that come to fruition here in season number 3. MMA versus MC. What a final. 2 giant legends of the StarCraft scene. The player that's earned the most in the entirety of StarCraft going up against who was arguably the best Terran in the world for a long time. What a series we are going to have.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing finals between these two. It seems almost like everyone else in the Europe scene and everyone else who qualified this time has not yet caught up to the level of these two.
It's true.
They were in the semifinals. They could have been in the finals. Now they are in the finals. It's going to be great games between them. MC last season against MMA did a lot of very aggressive builds and defeated MMA quickly. Has MMA wisened up to this? I can only imagine he's looking for his revenge. Only imagine he's looking for his revenge here.
I imagine so.
But MC, if he gets second again, this time losing to MMA, he's not going to be happy.
And MMA, in the previous series that we've seen him throughout the entirety of Season 3, has looked extremely dominant. MC is a champion caliber player, but can he rise to the level that can he compete with the level that we see from MMA right now, who, that last series against Vortex, different matchup of course, but stellar play, stellar.
Yeah. Now I can say he's pretty good at TVP too, MMA.
Very good indeed.
Very strong at it. And it wasn't always like that. Like I think I played him in the Star Wars tournament in China like last year, and it was just like it was pretty. Obviously he was much better than me, but he was cheesing a lot, like a lot of like it was Wings of Liberty, and he was doing like Hellion Drop and all the time like very early aggressive build.
Yeah.
And I wasn't good enough against it, but I feel like maybe another player would have been able to defend well against it, and he could be quite behind. But now he's just exploded as this really solid all-around player.
Yeah.
Can be very
Definitely.
aggressive, or can be very greedy or safe, and that is just so beautiful to see. And now, we'd like to hear maybe what MC has to say about that series.
Would. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the winner advancing on to the grand final, Mr. SKMC.
All right, thank you, Caleris and Grubby. I have one question to start things off, asking MC. Did you ever think you were going to lose?
Bitch, please.
Thank you, MC. Talking a little bit about that series, I know going into it, you guys kind of had words going back and forth. Apollo was saying maybe this was getting a little bit more serious. Are you and Genius friends, or was this a little bit more of a heated match?
Me and Genius is really close friend, but it's tournament, so we are enemy.
Very good. Okay, so this now does. I mean, I guess I was racking my brain to ask you questions about that series, and really, I guess the one I would want to ask you about is game number 3. You go with the Cannon Rush. This is something that actually Genius did to win his PvP in the series before this. Were you worried when that cannon was at just a little bit of extra health? Should he have stayed there and killed that? What do you think you would have done if you were in Genius's position?
I saw this Cannon Rush in round 32. Tails used Baby Knight, so I think, oh, it's really good build. So I'm just thinking in my brain. So I saw Genius used this build, but I think Genius don't know how counter this Cannon Rush, and he uses, so he know I saw his Cannon Rush, so he will don't use this build, I know. So I try, but I'm some worry about both Cannon Rush, so I made in high ground Phylon and Forge. So when I see his Phylon just to make cannon, and I will try my Cannon Rush, is so easy. And I tried Cannon Rush, but he made Void Ray. So I said, oh, really? he know how to counter, but my brain is genius. So my mother score going other island and secret mother score. Okay, I just wait 100 mana and crush you. So yeah, I tried.
Very good, thank you. Okay, so with that Cannon Rush, that sets up the final of you versus MMA, which has me thinking of 2011 all over again, but it's a nice feeling. I appreciate it. You're going into this match. It's going to be a PVT. What is your mindset when you're going into this against MMA? Do you have confidence? Do you think you can take... I mean, that's a really dumb question to ask you, but I'm paid to ask you these dumb questions. Like, do you have confidence? So go ahead and just...
I'm really love this match because we are in 2011 Heroes, MVP, Nest, MC, and MMA. So I love this match, and I beat him before season 3-1 in round 4. And I tried practice with him maybe 1 week ago. I won so many one. So I have confidence, of course confidence, and I will try 4-1 because he's old man, so I will give him one map.
That's really kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, it's worth noting, with this grand final, MC, you did tip over into $400,000 in prize money won. What's it like to be so utterly and filthy rich, just disgustingly rich?
I think money is good, but money is not all for me. So, and I have a lot of money now, so I don't need money.
Right.
Just,
who needs money?
Yeah, just I need my fans and my friends and my managers, because when I win, my fans gonna be happy. So I will try win, and I hope this year I will make not 40, 50, because
Friends. Right?
Yeah, BlizzCon is 10,000. Yeah.
But 10,000 friends at BlizzCon.
1억이니까 10만 불.
Min 6 off. Are you guys debating money right now during my interview, Minsick? Please, okay? Like MC said, everyone who's halfway to $1 million, it's not about the money, it's about the friends. MC, great job. It's going to be awesome seeing you at grand final. Let's go ahead and break. Yeah, see, there we go. We're going to break down that match here with Apollo.
All right, well, what an end to that second semi-final, and we're going to jump straight into the end. And MC kind of already talked about the goal that Genius should have had here, and it is obvious. So as the Void Ray pops out at this point, and he needs to go in, obviously, and see what's there, because he doesn't know too much what's happening. Obviously, a cannon being built is pretty dangerous. That's got to go first of all. He sees that the Stalker is on its way, and also the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core. So with the cannon going down, he can pick off this pile, and that's fine. He can pick off the next pile, and that's fine. He can bring down the other cannon. But as soon as this is all turned off, he has to get the Mothership Core. As MC said, if that gets to 100 energy, a Photon Overcharge buys him an extra minute to be able to do whatever he wants. So as these last structures die, there's no hope for a cannon to be built because there's no pylon for it to be built around. As soon as that dies, he has to go get the Mothership Core. If he destroys the Mothership Core, he wins the game. If he doesn't, he very simply loses, and that's what happens. If we fast forward it through now, just to kind of look at what ends up happening, great, you can pick off a Stalker, and MC's probably feeling a little bit stressed out, but overall, if we go like to ×8, when the Mothership Core is ready with a Photon Overcharge, then this is a minute, which allows a new pylon to get built for the gateway, which allows the Stalkers to come out, which allows MC to potentially, and as we saw, eventually win the game. That was the crucial mistake here. Unfortunately, that cost Genius this game and cost him a place that could have pushed him closer and closer towards the finals. But it is MC that goes to the grand finals and will face off against MMA. It's going to be a great series and nice and swift analysis. Now let's head over to Colaris with some social media.
I know that I've been getting confused for Colaris a lot here lately, Apollo, but please, okay? I feel like at this point we should recognize each other. Thank you, Apollo, for that analysis. I am with Colaris, my son, and I'm also with... You didn't know that? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Hobbit?
Did he make fun of us? Did he hurt our feelings?
He called me a hobbit.
Nobody calls my son a hobbit. He's a leprechaun. Come on. Talking a little bit about that social media. We're coming up to the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've been holding off on those tweets and those Twitters, now is your time to unleash hell. Make sure and hashtag W... Actually, can you show them what a hashtag looks like?
It's like this.
Well...
Oh,
yeah, there it goes. So that's a hashtag. Hashtag WCS. StarCraft's checking that out. We're checking that out. If you've got that fan art that you've been holding back, now's the time to let us see it. You could win a collector's edition StarCraft 2 Heart of the Storm box, undropped by Paul Redeye. We had him stay home for this one. We're like, listen, we've got enough boxes being dropped by you as it is, so you sit this one out. It's a safe box. It should be able to play StarCraft 2, and it's also going to be signed by all the players, hosts, and commentators. So it's going to be worth at least $5 more. So make sure and submit that art and check it out. And I understand we also have some word from a sponsor.
Yeah, as always, guys, just head over to facebook.com/rocket. And...
Did he say it correctly that time?
This was perfect?
Pass.
All right, cool stuff. Says the guy wearing a... Yeah, anyway. Yeah, just leave a comment thinking telling us who you think will win on the post with Damaga's lovely face. And again, it's been... It's been narrowed down somewhat.
I do recommend that you pick either MMA or MC. I think that's my pro tip for this one.
I would go with that as well. So do that, and you can win a signed keyboard by the man Damaga himself.
All right, thank you, Claris. We're going to take a little bit of a walk, because I understand we have yet another barcraft to check in on, this time in Switzerland. So when they're not busy making chocolate and being blonde, sometimes they also drink alcohol and watch StarCraft. Hey, there you guys are. How you guys doing?
How are you guys doing? Are you doing all right? But you know, actually, we're not watching StarCraft. We're just drinking alcohol here.
Well, You got to have your priorities one way or the other, I suppose.
Right. That's what we say.
Well, how long have you guys been doing this for? You guys been there the entire day, or is this just now kicking off?
No, actually, we started off at 5 p.m., where we expected to have half an hour left before you guys start with the semifinals. But yeah, we kind of got stressed out by that. But it's all right. You know, we all love StarCraft, even if it's too early.
It's never too early to StarCraft. It might be too early to drink, though. That could be the one that you want to hold up. Do I have that wrong?
Wait.
Sorry, I'm a prude American.
We once had a brunch craft for a GSL final like 1.5 years ago, which started at 9 a.m. in the morning, and that's where people started ordering Guinness. So
you guys had a bar craft at 9 a.m.?
Yes.
We call that alcoholism in America, but that's you know what? If it's in the name of StarCraft, it can't be that wrong. So we just wanted to give a little bit of shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Bar crafts are awesome. It's a really cool way to celebrate StarCraft and bring people together in a place that otherwise may not have StarCraft. So we're checking in on you guys, and thank you so much, and thank you to the beautiful people of Switzerland. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for now. We're setting up that grand final. Both these players are playing for a chunk of history. I've actually also been made aware that it's been 521 days since we've seen MMA in a final. Now is that time for, as he says, to rise up. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back in a few moments.
Hello people, I'm Dimaga. I want to show you a new Rocket Mechanical keyboard Rise MK Pro. You can order it in 4 different switches. In addition, this keyboard has a 32 bits processor and 2 megabytes flash memory. You can store all your configuration directly on keyboard, and clicks feels really smooth and precise. That's why I like Rise.